This is pretty much the worst crypto collapse that I have seen since 2013. It is brutal out there, guys. Everything is just vaporizing. And obviously, you know, this whole kind of targeted attack, it seems, on the Terra Luna system, on UST, seems to be a big part of it. But we saw the thing with Coinbase, that they might have to file for bankruptcy, and if they do, then potentially users' funds could be compromised. I haven't read all the articles and stuff like that. Pretty shocking to hear that. And I just think a lot of these companies got over leveraged, just as people got over leveraged. And think about all the people who, you know, were using the DeFi platforms, all the money markets. Think how much fictitious crypto is kind of out there, because let's say they could borrow against their Bitcoin, their Ethereum, their Dogecoin. They could borrow against anything on these money markets, on these DeFi platforms, and you know, go take that over to something else, or go speculate on something else and stuff. So this whole thing is really kind of a house of cards, and it's falling like dominoes, whatever you want to say. It is coming unraveled, even at a faster rate than I even thought it would, kind of from making a video 2 days ago. And even from making that video 2 days ago, I honestly wish that I would have, you know, kind of really kicked into action and maybe kind of secured a few more bags and just kind of like got some of that money maybe over to my bank account or that. But, you know, I felt okay with the amount that I had in crypto and stuff like that. But it is, a lot of the stuff's vaporizing, like literally vaporizing. That being said, you know, I'll be okay because, you know, I have, you know, I guess a significant amount of money in some of these cars and stuff. But yeah, this isn't fun, guys. And then some of the stuff I was just kind of sitting on balances on a few of the exchanges, Gemini, FTX, and I don't have anything sitting on Coinbase, which is, I guess, good news since those articles were coming out about bankruptcy and stuff like that. But the further this goes down, Michael Saylor is going to get more uncomfortable, and then it's like, well, is he going to try to like pull out more debt to buy more Bitcoin? Is he going to double down? You know, he's probably going to work his way out somehow, but the closer it gets to that 21,000, then people get really scared, and if it gets close to that, then it's probably going to break loose and go on down to 15,000, 12,000 for Bitcoin. So I'm just blown away how much Phantom has lost, Avalanche has lost, a lot of that stuff. Obviously Terra Luna has lost, you know, pretty much. You know, Luna has lost like 97% of its value. But, you know, a lot of projects maybe had their reserves or something in UST, and so they're vaporized, and it just kind of caused a domino effect, guys. So I'm not taking this lightly when I say it is pretty much the worst crypto crash that I've seen, and that's more kind of sheer volume, the amount of like market cap that's being kind of like washed away, and some of these projects, just like the percentages they're going down after they'd already been going down. So it's just, yeah, it's pretty unbelievable, to tell you the truth. And then, you know, Dogecoin, let's say, got down to 8 cents, and it's under the 10 cents, you know, that I was kind of looking forward to kind of reaccumulate more heavily. But with everything going on, it's just, you know, it's tough to stomach to jump in there. And then you're going to try to catch a falling knife in an attempt, you know, that there's the hope that the relief rally is enough to, you know, catch a little bump and then exit out again. Tough thing, because if you did that yesterday, you're not feeling good right now. There's only so many times you can buy the dip. And, you know, that being said, you know, all markets are getting hit hard, so there's literally like nowhere to run for the most part. Now, that being said, it does seem like USDC is holding up. But what if Tether breaks? What if that breaks? And we have to assume that if Coinbase is going bankrupt, some of these other exchanges are insolvent, for sure. So get your money off the exchanges, secure some bags if you need to, and you're going to have to batten down the hatches because this is not going to be over soon. It's kind of like when the housing crash happened back in the day. It's not like it kind of like sort of like corrects itself, in the near term, and that's a lot, that's a lot more illiquid of a market with the real estate. But that being said, crypto is very liquid. But that being said, the fallout, you're going to get other opportunities to buy in the next 6 months, the next year, potentially the next 2 years. I just don't see any way around that. We're going to just have, because most of the stuff has to long tail out. It's not going to make, typically it's not going to make a V-shaped recovery. Even though it did that last summer, that was very, very odd. And I have to attribute a lot of the like unemployment insurance and stuff like that out there for the market starting to surge early, like a year early, and then being able to do that V-shaped recovery. But as time goes on, it kind of loses some of its momentum, and it's just, again, when the tide goes out, it's just kind of rough. So we're gonna see who's swimming naked. To kind of quote Warren Buffett, tide goes out, we're gonna see swimming naked. Some of these exchanges are swimming naked. A lot of these people are swimming naked. People that put their life savings and insane amounts of money into stuff like maybe Luna, something, some of these NFT projects and stuff like that. At some point, gig is going to be up. So time's up, and I hope some of you guys secured the bags. Hopefully you listened to me. Hopefully you didn't think I was kind of a fudster. Hopefully you didn't think that putting more money into cars and stuff like that was stupid, because at some point you have to buy something tangible, because this stuff just it just vaporizes. All this money vaporizes. So if you're sitting there right now, it just kind of depends what situation you're in. Do you average down, all that kind of stuff? And actually stuff like Litecoin, Dogecoin, all that kind of stuff like that. Will it eventually recover? Yeah, sure. But, I was buying Litecoin for $25 last time around, in the depths of, let's say 2018. We're probably going to get a better price than this. Maybe we get under $50. Maybe we see $40 Litecoin again. It is just really, really hard saying. And with some of this stuff, Harmony One, it was I remember it being like 31 cents or something, and I swear I just looked at it, it was like 3 cents. Don't quote me on that 100%, but I was just, some of the stuff, I was just shocked how much it's lost. And I've been messing around with other stuff all day, and my focus necessarily wasn't completely on the crypto market. Knew it was crashing and stuff, and then looked back at it, it was like, whoa. So I just don't see it getting better anytime soon. If you want to gamble, try to jump in there and try to catch a relief rally. But man, I don't recommend it, because there was just so much leverage applied to this market, whether it be on these exchanges or whether it be in these DeFi projects and stuff. So it's hard to say how much of the money out there is essentially going to get margin called, or people are going to get liquidated because they were over leveraged. It's just really hard to quantify that. So that being said, it's just, everything's falling apart. Everything's just crumbling and stuff like that. I would tread lightly. You're going to have other opportunities to buy. What else did I want to say about that? Oh, stuff like FTX and these crypto.com and all this kind of stuff that, they have the naming rights for these arenas and stuff like that. And it's paid, basically it's kind of this debt related thing that they've perpetuated into the future. I would not be surprised if they cannot uphold their end of the deal on that stuff, and that you know, maybe the Staples Center will go back to being the Staples Center. It is just really hard saying. But that being said, guys, sorry about the shake on this video. I do not have my gimbal. I just wanted to make a video and everything, and just give you a word of caution. This is pretty much the worst crypto crash that I have seen since 2013, and we have seen some bad ones, and I don't think this one is. I don't think it's over by a long shot. And people are getting pressed hard with these gas prices, with the food prices, supply chain issues, all these other things going on. You know, people are looking for the exit. So, and there's still the people that had Bitcoin kind of through this last cycle, and maybe they were still had hope that, you know, it was going to kind of make this this last run, and, you know, maybe go back up to the all-time highs, maybe even go past that, go to 80 or 100,000 or something. They have probably likely lost hope, and they might be thinking, you know, I should have taken profits before, but at this point I need to secure some bags and stuff like that, and they might be punching the exit as well, even if they're long-term holders. So and then the further it goes down, the more people are actually down on their investment, so they feel worse and worse and worse, and the pain that they feel when it goes down is way worse than the euphoria that they feel when it goes up. And the hard times last way longer than the good times in crypto, because there is such a very, very short window when stuff goes hockey stick parabolic. And when you're in that parabolic ascent, it's only gonna make that parabolic ascent for so long. It can't do it indefinitely. But the hard times are gonna last way, 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 way longer. Anyway, guys, hopefully this helps. Hopefully you didn't get hit too bad. What is your strategy out of this? Are you guys seeing any opportunities right now? Or are you gonna tread lightly and just kind of see what the fallout ends up being? Talk to you guys later.